Welcome to the Legends Lounge, and I'm Rio Ferdinand.
And I'm Roman Kemp.
Roman, listen, man. Let me just throw a couple of words at you. Technical ability.
Oof.
Vision.
Oof.
Creativity.
Oof.
Versatility.
Oh.
Set piece specialist.
Oh.
The touch, man, is a joke. Professionalism. I can go on, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But man, listen, our guest today, he embodies all of these qualities. A true student of the game. This is the gentleman of gentlemen. Go on, you go. Take it away. Come on, give me some more.
Well, I thought you were talking about me for a second. Sorry. But you're talking about our guest. But absolutely, Rio. Renowned for his intelligent play, technical excellence and consistent creativity in midfield. And let's not forget his Euro pedigree, scoring in the Euro 2012 final with a stunning 4-0 victory over Italy. We are thrilled to welcome Mr. Juan Mata. Juan, welcome to Legends Lounge.
Thank you. Was all of that me?
Yeah, all of that was you. Yeah, exactly.
We had to cut it down.
Yeah, we did have to cut it down. Just quickly, because I'm trying to do a little bit of my maths here. Because when we were, doing our research, did you two overlap at Man United? Because Rio, you left in 2014, and then Juan, you joined the same year. So was there a crossover period?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I arrived in January.
Yeah.
And you left at the end of the season in June. So,
Yeah.
I was dying at that time on my way out.
I was going to say...
Body had shut down at that point.
Yeah, did Rio train at all at that point? Or...
Well, we were actually next door in the locker room.
Yeah.
I didn't see him much.
He's right. I was hiding.
Does that happen when you're coming more towards the end of your kind of tenure or your end of your career? Does the manager give you a little bit more leeway? Oh no, you don't have to train today.
No, you get more of a you know your body, so you just say like, listen, boss, maybe today's the day I'll just stay off. I didn't really do that often, but I just couldn't train as often as I wanted to, and I couldn't play as much as I wanted to either. So the last couple of seasons were difficult, but it was interesting to see the transition from obviously Sir Alex Ferguson and David Moyes comes in, and the new players are coming in. Yeah. And listen, immediately when he come through the door, everyone's going like, "Whoa, he's got tech.
Yeah,
his feet are beautiful."
I was going to say, Juan, when you joined Man United, and everyone's talking about this amazing defender Rio Ferdinand, and you're just skinning him, thinking, "Who's this old man?" Do you know what I mean? But would you have enjoyed to have played at Rio's peak time at Manchester United as well?
Yeah, I would have loved that. Yeah. When I arrived to the club, you were there, Vida was there, Vidic.
Yeah.
And of course, I remember them playing together at their best, and I would have loved to be with them in that team.
Well, look, it is England versus Spain. So as much as you two are friends, I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of tension.
He's so confident, it's unreal. He's so confident. I spoke to David De Gea yesterday, and he went, easy. Easy. That's what he said.
So, I mean, let's talk before we get into your career, Juan. Let's talk about it. I mean, how confident are you in Spain's winning ability?
Yesterday I was very confident. Today I'm confident. Tomorrow, let's see. I think when the game comes, you get more nervous. But I think Spain has deserved to be in the final so much. I think they played very good football every game. So hopefully, my hope is that they can play the same level of the other games. And I think if they do that, they will be closer to win. But I mean, I'm joking. I'm not that confident. England has, of course, a big chance with the players that you have.
How when you look at the team, who's excited you when you've watched this team and you feel like the important players now in this team?
You know what? I think everyone is playing almost at their best level, which that's great for the team. But if you think about specific moments, 5-6 players had specific games where they actually made a difference. And of course, Lamine, Yamal, it's just incredible with
how are they talking about him over in Spain? Because obviously we're talking lavishly about him, but what about you guys in Spain?
Nobody can understand what he's doing because he's playing at an unreal level. But if you think about his age, I mean, when we were 16, I cannot imagine myself half of that player that he is. But it's not only him, it's Nico Williams in the other side, it's Dani Olmo finding the pockets, it's Fabian and Rodri in the middle, it's Laporte from the back. I think everyone is playing at a very, very high level.
Do you think, in the Spanish media, do you think they're kind of almost seeing it like the team is overperforming, or was this kind of what was expected?
I don't think there was very high expectations about what Spain could do in the tournament, especially because everyone was talking about France, Portugal, England. Spain is a young team with a coach that has been there for some time, but not so long. So yeah, people in Spain and myself were okay. We have a chance, but let's see how do the others do. And I think the others didn't do so well. I think Spain played at a very high level, and other teams maybe underperformed. And all combined, of course, Spain deserves to be in this final.
Rodri for me is the most important player in football for me at the moment.
Yeah.
Right. And what's your view? Because you've played with some fantastic central midfield players who controlled games like Busquets, like Xabi Alonso. Where does Rodri fit around those type of players, do you think?
Oh, he could be in that national team. Yeah, he could be. I think right now, like you say, he's probably the most important player in Spain. Of course, for Man City, he's instrumental. He is the best player in that position, in his form right now. So very, very good player. Also very nice guy. I think he's also very important for the team outside the pitch, in the dressing room in Spain, with his experience and personality. So yeah, very, very important.
My big question around Rodri, right? Does Rodri get into the Spain Euro 2012 team?
In the squad for sure.
Not in the team.
You mean in the 20?
Starting
in 2012, when we were. I mean, when you have Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Xabi Alonso, but he would be in the squad for sure.
Yeah, you have to bench him though. Got to bench him.
That's unreal, isn't it?
Can
you just give me a little bit on Busquets, because the younger kids, that he's not the one that they always talk about. Have you got any nice memories or stories about how good this guy was?
Yeah, because he makes the difficult things look so easy, and like you say, he's not beating players one against one. He's not scoring so many goals. But his decision making and his awareness is just incredible, because he's not very quick in movement, but his quickness in thought is just unbelievable. So that squad, like in training sessions, for example, one touch possession, nobody lose the ball. One touch possession is difficult.
In your squad, the 2012?
In Spain, yeah, we were training, and then I realized this is I really need to be on this, because if you lose the ball, you really stand out. So nobody missed a touch in a one-touch possession for 10 minutes, and I was like, okay. Good.
It's crazy, because we went for food last night with Fernando Llorente, and who's a great guy, by the way. He was in your squad for the World Cup squad.
Yeah.
And he was saying that when he turned up, he said, I'm looking on my team, and I've got Xavi, I've got Iniesta, I've got all these guys like yourself. He said, and the speed at which they were playing, he said, I had to go back to my room and really focus and think about how I'm not going to look stupid, because it was so quick and so different level from what his club football. It was crazy. Mad.
I have to say, I've seen some of the clips of the Spanish national team and their kind of training, and how it differs from the England team and our training. It's very much like ball focused. Like they have a drill where they're doing little keepy uppies all the way to the cones, and then take the cone, run back. How obsessive is a Spanish team in training over just pure ball control and pure passing?
Very much. And it's not only in the senior team, it's also in the academies. In all academies in the national team, as long as they put a ball there, they can make you do anything. And it happens with all football players. So the decision making, the first touch, the positioning of yourself, the thinking before receiving the ball, all of these things that you really cannot measure with stats. We train a lot. We got told that they are very important in football, and I agree.
Just to go back to Lamine Yamal, was he a player that everybody knew about in the country, about when he was 10, 11, 12 or whatever?
He's been playing over his age for many years. So he won with the Spanish national team. He won the Euros under 19s or something like that, or 17s when he was 15. So he's been already very much ahead, but nobody could expect this. Playing for Barcelona every weekend, doing what he's doing in the Euros with 16 years old. And I think, of course, he's 16 years old, he's a kid, but maybe that age makes him fearless. Right? Maybe at that age we didn't know.
He's not overthinking everything.
I think he's just playing, and enjoying, and that might be an advantage.
When you look at the England team, who's impressed you so far in the tournament when you've watched?
Well, I think some of the players had moments, and of course I know that some people in England are not happy with the way the English team is playing, which I can understand. I really liked, for example, the substitutions. I think they're adding things with Ivan Toney, with Watkins, with Cole Palmer the other day. I think they're bringing things to the team. And when you have players like Saka, Phil, Jude, Harry, they can be playing better or worse, but they have the ability to win a game in one split second, like it happened with Saka, the last goal, with Jude, with the bicycle kick, with experience with Harry. So I'm not as confident as I told you yesterday because I really think that the English team wants to show also, right? That we had so many criticisms. Nobody wanted or nobody thought that we could arrive, and then we are here. We're going to show everyone that playing better or worse, we can win after so many years. Yeah. And I feel they have this fire inside, and the coach
makes them dangerous, huh?
For sure.
I have to say, speaking to yourself, you're kind of almost the first real Spanish fan that we're talking to leading up to the final. What player, when you watch England play, when you're going to watch the game, when they receive the ball, which player are you going, dangerous?
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden, really?
Do you see a bit of yourself in him?
I wish right now. I love this kind of player, yeah. So the Phil Fodens, the Bernardo Silvas, the Odegaard, this type of player I love. And of course in England, Phil, the season that he had, it was incredible. He's still at not so old age and he's won so many trophies. And yeah, of course, some people I know, they're saying he's not performing at the same level as Man City, but of course you need environment around you to play at your best level when you're a player like him or like me, that we need players around to play and move and pass. But I think he's dangerous, and when he receives in those little pockets and he can fire the shot.
How important is that? You just touched on that point there, which is really, really important about needing the teammates for you to perform. How frustrating can it be when you feel that you've got the ability, but the team isn't producing and setting it for you to be able to produce your best work?
Yes, you all need, or we all players need the environment around us to be favorable to flourish. We're talking about Rodri. If you put Rodri in a different team with different teammates that play different football, he will not be as good as he is. Xavi and Iniesta, they were magnificent because they played in a system with Barcelona and with the national team that was them.
Yeah.
Now, if you play in a different style than your team, then you either have to adapt, that you do as a professional player, but it's more difficult to reach your top level. So it's really, really important. And sometimes, people were criticizing Messi in Argentina years ago because he doesn't play the same way as in Barcelona. Now, he cannot. It's just difficult to do that. So we shouldn't underestimate the rest of the team.
Talking about adapting, and we can't have you sitting here as a Spanish legend without asking you about Jude Bellingham's impact in Spain. Massive.
Not only on the pitch, but off the pitch too. I told you yesterday, I'm really impressed with him. Of course, what he's done for Real Madrid, scoring, he has this capacity of scoring important goals and important times, right? Like the clutch time. So he's done that in his first season. He's won trophies in his first season, the biggest trophies you can win. Very impressed. And off the pitch, his interviews after the games in Spain, he's really respected, and I really like, he really looks mature for his age. Everyone is really impressed, but of course Barca fans are not happy. Are not happy with that, but they are very happy with Lamine now.
How dangerous is Nico Williams as a player to have?
He has been very, very dangerous in these Euros. Rio is a defender. I don't think he will like to be 1-against-1 with him. He's so quick.
So fast.
He's probably the quickest in the team.
Direct.
And he's so direct. He just puts the ball there and beats you. And he's also improved a lot his decision making, which is difficult when you go at such speed. Very good. And he's only, 21, 22?
Yeah, young kid.
So he looks older compared to Lamine. They're both very young. And I think that the coach deserves credit for finding these two weapons there. They're very young, and it's not easy to put young players and to find the balance of the team with Dani Olmo, with Rodri, with Fabian. It feels that everyone is really connected to each other, and it really feels like a team for me.
But I think maybe without him having these roles in the under-17s and under-19s, 20s, and winning with the Spanish youth teams, the manager may not have found or trusted these young players. So he definitely deserves a big credit for that, doesn't he?
For sure. Because he had Fabian before, he had Nico before, he had everyone before. So he knew what they could give. They only needed the chance and the confidence.
Well, Juan, you are in the Legends Lounge. And there was one thing that you had to take on, which I know you were more scared about than probably the Euros final. That is the darts. And here is how Juan Mata got on.
Welcome.
Don't do this to me.
I asked him to come and I didn't mention this because he might not come. It's a 9-dart challenge. Everyone who's come through has done a 9-dart challenge. Let me know what you got.
If I hit
Do you want to warm up or are you alright?
If I hit the board, I'm happy. No, no warm up.
Okay, cool. Right.
1.
2. Oh. Wait. 17, that's 19.
What is it?
And 13. 32.
32, you're all right.
That's a good first score. Serious. No, well,
No, serious. Wait till you see
when you see
ours.
my score, you'll know.
Yeah.
You see the 20 there?
Oh! 5.
37.
Oh!
Okay,
42. Oh!
What's that? No,
Triple
no,
three.
You hit a triple,
42.
it's a triple 3.
51.
Oh no.
disaster.
Oh no, Juan. This has to
Man, you
be
need to go.
big.
You need to get
Yeah.
70s. So, yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
What's the score? 50? Oh, you've done
He's
well.
hitting 18. Go on.
Yeah, you've done well.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
he's
hit
done
20,
well.
here
He's
it
done,
is.
he's done well. Someone say the score. What was it?
12?
20, 18, and 12.
101.
Oh, well done. You got you. Yeah.
Oh, well done. You saved yourself there.
Yeah, exactly.
Saved yourself there. Little
Right.
last minute one.
Let's go next door to sit down where you're more comfortable.
Let's go. Juan Mata, 101.
I
You
am
clawed it back in the end there.
I am very happy with that. Because I was
But-
thinking about 50, 55. Yeah.
But you are underneath Cesc Fabregas's 110.
I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we do it again?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Rio, we need to talk about Juan's career.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, absolutely sensational. Let's get straight into it. You scored in the final
Dream.
of a Euros. What's it when the ball hits the back of the net? Do you think in your head, I'm in history?
And I think yes and no. I don't know what I thought. I was just so happy, and I just ran to Fernando Torres because I remember the goal, and it was a great pass from Xavi to Fernando, and I think he could have scored himself, but I screamed so much from behind, and he passed the ball to me without looking at me, so I could only put it in the net without Buffon. He was beaten. And I just went to him and said, it's yours, whatever. And that photo is nice. So it was nice to score that last goal that, in a way, closed the circle of that Spanish national team generation, having won the Euros, the World Cup, and the Euros again. And so, yeah, I mean, my friends, my family, the whole country was watching. It was good.
How did that change your life? You know, like you score an important goal like that and you win such a prestigious trophy like this.
I will say that being in that national team changed my life, and also the goal. Sorry, but everyone in Spain was just so loving to all of us, to the 23 that we were there. So of course, scoring the last goal in that Euros against Italy also, it was fantastic. But it was more the whole experience with the national team over all the years that changed my life. In a way.
I mean, it's an incredible thing to be able to do. Talk to me about that team. What was it like? I don't know, in the tournament, because you were so good, weren't they? They were just absolute joke. I mean, was it good? Yeah, was it good vibes in the camp the whole time? What's it like in a Spain camp?
That was the best thing. The best thing is that as good as the players were, the egos were aside. They were humble. We were a I promise we were a family. Like,
because you had the Real Madrid Barcelona problems in during that time, or a little bit before that time, didn't you?
There was, I think, I don't know if during or before, but there was a time where there was tension.
Yeah.
But Iker and Xavi, they're super good friends. They were both captains. They sorted everything with Vicente, the coach. But aside from that, I tell you that we were friends. Like because we were for so many years more or less everyone together, and we were winning and everything was fine. That was key for the success of the national team. But the best example that I can put about the level of that team is that in goal we had Iker Casillas, Victor Valdés, and Pepe Reina, and after David. So David came after, and it's like,
it is absolutely joke. What's it like? Fun. What do the guys do for fun in the Spanish team in the camp? Like, I'm just trying to imagine that team. Is someone got a guitar out? What's the deal?
There was a lot of cards, a lot of ping pong, like table tennis, which I loved. A lot of music, a lot of. I mean, they played poker so much.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who's at the poker table?
Gerard,
PK.
Yeah.
Gerard
really? Yeah. Gerard was playing, David Silva was playing, Iker was playing, Pepe Reina also. Pepe Reina is.
Was Gerard still crazy? Because I remember he was crazy when we was young.
I don't know how crazy he was, but he was kind of still. Very funny guy.
Yeah.
Go
on. No, you go.
No, go on. You go.
I was just gonna say because.
You're so excited, man.
Yeah, because that team was just so good. Like I've got so many questions. Like, who was the best trainer? Like, in that team. I know it's a basic question, but who was the best? When you got on the training field, you were like, everyone was like, woof.
That trained well every day and was there early and all this.
High level.
Sergio Ramos.
Really?
Always at a very high level, and also preparation after very, very professional. Fernando Torres also very, very professional. Arbeloa.
Arbeloa, yeah.
Arbeloa. I mean, nobody was really one of these players that don't like to train, that likes to. Everyone was kind of tuned within each other, and everyone enjoyed so much trainings and games that we all wanted to be there. We didn't want to miss.
What's it like when you're in a squad and the position that you play? You can play in a position where you've got absolute greats.
It was impossible to play.
Like, what's that feeling like? Because there'll be players now in the squads who are sitting in the background a little bit thinking, when's my chance? But then you have your moment.
Yeah.
What's it like when you're sitting behind those guys like Iniesta, like Xavi, etc.?
It's interesting because in one side, of course, I would have never changed anything about being in that generation. But in the other side, it was difficult to play because I was 21, 22, 23. And there were the Xavis, Iniestas, Busquets, and then, I mean, bear in mind there was Cesc, Silva, Santi Cazorla. It was myself, and so there was a queue. There was a queue there, and it was difficult to play. So I went to many more games than the ones I played. So that was frustrating at the time because when you're doing good for your team and you're playing in Valencia and Chelsea, United, you're doing well, and then you don't get. Yeah. A lot of time in the national team, it can be frustrating. So sometimes I wish, why I'm in the same age of them, because maybe I could have played more. But no, I prefer to be with them and enjoy my time in the national team with such greats.
This is like fantasy, yeah. And just touching on fantasy, you're killing the fantasy football league, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
He plays. He's obsessed with fantasy football.
Okay. You know the fantasy football team, right? So we've been doing it on the Euros app, the fantasy league. And yes, I am absolutely killing Rio. I
haven't looked at my team since I started.
Well, I let me just bring this up here. So I'm actually in the top 1,500 in England. So I'm just going to leave that there. but I need a couple of Spanish players to put into the fantasy team. Who are going to be the most important players? Let's leave out Rodri because that's obvious.
Okay.
Who are going to be the most important players that I need to put in my fantasy team for this game?
If I was you, I would put Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo, yeah.
And you know what? I would put Morata.
Really?
Yeah, I would put Morata because, like in England, people have been criticizing Morata a lot. And I think maybe it's a moment in which he scored an important goal and puts everything to bed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Morata's going in the team then. I'll put him in the team. Do you know what? I have to say this is not just a plug. I've absolutely loved how UEFA and the Euros have been able to do the new fantasy football. Very good captaincy selection, sub use. So Morata's going to go in there 100%. On Morata, did you see the other day that the Spanish team were doing 1v1s the Spanish team, instead of doing their regular training, they thought, let's do a 1v1 tournament, everyone in the squad.
Okay.
The winner of that, Morata.
Was he?
Morata won the
Against
1v1.
Nico Williams. I know
Exactly.
that.
Against the final was Lamine Yamal versus Alvaro Morata. Morata skinned him.
Did he?
Absolutely
Where
skinned
did you
him.
see this?
It's all over online right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
But
He
how
even
was
does
it? Like
flicked it up
small
into his
goals
t-shirt.
or
Small goals,
Yeah.
1v1.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we're doing a bleak test.
I'd like that. Yeah.
English.
England are doing,
straight.
we're doing fitness. We're doing fitness with England.
Did you used to do things like that in the squad? Like, what were some of the fun activities that they used to get you to do?
Some coaches, in different class, but in the national team too, when they want to disconnect from the pressure, they do like maybe a basketball game with the I saw actually the Spanish national team doing that yesterday. I think they went to a gym or something like that, and they tried to put the ball in the basket with the feet, and just silly games like that makes you relaxed, because I think the preparation for a game like that can become very nervous. So doing things to disconnect, I think it helps more sometimes than over analyzing and over preparing.
Yeah. They gave the England team Ed Sheeran turn up, and and they've played golf with Ian Poulter. Was there any fun activities that they did with you guys? I'm trying to imagine like did the Spain team go out and have like a paintball match before that final?
One thing that we did, and I think that was the key for winning everything. The night before every game, a lot of players went to Pepe Reina's room, and he always ordered hot chocolate and croissants. And the doctor was not happy about that. But because we started winning so much, after eating hot chocolate and croissants the night before, we did it for the whole time. So the night before, we were all there, and bear in mind I was 22, 23, 24, and everyone was there, and they were telling stories about their teams, their players, and I was like just eating my croissants and listening and learning, and that was very nice. Like we had a nice routine.
Was Pepe Reina like the dad?
Pepe Reina was kind of like
the big brother.
The big brother, yeah. He was the big brother, and when we made the celebrations for the Euros, the World Cup, he was the one that took the mic and spoke in front of everyone. And
that's who I would have been. I'd have been that guy.
But
with the mic.
But that's totally.
Well, Juan, we can't have you in the room without talking about some of the projects that you've got going on outside of the playing field. And I understand Common Goals are a huge initiative, and it's massive for you. Just elaborate and tell us about that, please.
Yeah, it's a nice movement that we created 7 years ago now, and we just tried to fill a gap that I felt it was in professional football, to try to connect football as we know it with football as a social tool for change, and create there like a financial connection where we can provide funds for organizations that use football to change people's lives. And we did it by the 1% rule.
So you donate 1% of your
a minimum
wages.
of 1% of my salary to organizations that use football as a social tool for change. But it's not the 1%. My 1% doesn't do a lot. Your 1% probably more than mine, but
no.
not a lot. But if we put all 1% together, we can make a lot of change. And so it's just to try to create the reflection on people that we can live with 99% of what we have instead of the 100%. Just 1% can make a difference. And I started myself trying to get more players, and we're now over 300, 350.
Wow.
And so we are growing a lot, and it gives you a deeper meaning of what being a professional football player is. Because of course we have been very lucky about playing in great teams and winning trophies, but when you see the power of football around the world, and we have seen it many times, it's just massive. The impact that it has in people, it transforms people's lives, and for so many people is a way of living, an exit. So we try to do that, and we are still on it, and very happy.
Who some of the players that are involved? Have you got any names for us that we can?
Yeah, Giorgio Chiellini. It was a funny story because when we launched, I put it out in the public, and the next day we received an email. Hi, my name is Giorgio, and I love this thing. What is it? Can I join? And the team, and it's like, is this true or not? Okay, can we make a video call? Next day, open the iPad, video call, Giorgio Chiellini is there. It was so funny, and he's like, yeah, I love it. Can I join? So we have him, we have Paulo Dybala, we have Jurgen Klopp, we have big names.
Wow.
But we also have players that are not very known but different leagues, but they want to contribute. We have a lot of women's players, so it's a movement for everyone, and of course the big names draw attention. But what we try to create is that a movement that embraces everyone, disregarding what you can give, as long as you can give even your time.
You can make big impacts still.
For your time, yeah.
Juan, it's been lovely to have you on the show, but this massive board that is in front of you right now, the wheel, needs to be spun. I feel like this is something that Pepe Reina would have in his room with some hot chocolate and croissants.
For sure.
So whatever it lands on, you're going to have to do it. So would you please give us a spin?
Yeah.
Go for it. There you go. Go on, bit more. Give it a good one. There you go. Good spin. Right.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Your mic, put your mic next to you.
Or
I can do a real Ferdinand impression.
Hey, we've actually got someone who can do.
that was good.
That was it.
That was unbelievable.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
No, man, I'm not bringing that out again, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
You cannot do it, man.
No, that's it, man. That's it. That's it. Oh, man, you should see Juan Mata's feet, yeah? They're like bang, 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 bang.
That's it. Go, Juan, give us one more spin. One more spin. Let's see what we can get. Oh no.
Last photo in your phone.
Oh no. Oh no.
Really?
Put the mic, bring the mic close to you so we can hear you. Wow. I'm gonna go for. It's gonna be architectural.
Architectural. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, okay. Look at that. It's a lovely photo. You can show. You can show the camera.
Turn it around to the camera.
I've been sent this photo this morning. That's why.
Oh, look at that. That's it. The Spain clobber is different gear, isn't it?
You see our that tracksuit, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, it's like a throwback. It's like old school. I love it.
Yeah, I love them too. Yeah.
It is absolutely unbelievable. Right, Juan. Before you go, we need to do something. And lads, we're all going to do this. Predictions for the final
Okay.
tonight. Okay.
Do you have a pen?
Yeah, there's pens down there. Do you want to hand them out? Juan, that's for you.
Thank you.
There you go.
What we're going to do is we're going to write down our score and we're going to go through it one by one.
Okay.
Okay.
Please, man.
Okay.
Please.
You ready?
Right.
Is everyone written down?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to go first.
Go on.
I've gone modest.
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 Okay.
0-0 on penalties. For what?
Close. I've gone 7-0 England.
Is that 1-0 or 7-0?
I said no.
See, that's why we're going to lose because fans like this do stupid stuff like this.
We've got to believe, Rio.
That's
We've
stupid.
got to believe. We've got to believe.
Stupid.
We've got to believe.
Right, I've gone sensible. England 2, Spain 1
2-1
in 90 minutes.
Okay, all right. Well, look, the man that matters, literally.
I've gone
Oh.
just the other way, 2-1, but in extra time.
Oh, okay.
So 1-1 and then extra time 2-1.
That's heartbreak.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking, Juan.
It's a hard Monday.
Yeah, that's a really hard Monday. But Juan Mata, thank you so much
Thank you.
for being a part of it today. Juan Mata on Legends Lounge.